Back now at 8:22 with a new report in a leading medical journal that claims a link between autism and vaccines is nothing more than a, quote, elaborate fraud. And they say it was designed by the very doctor whose study first raised the controversial idea more than a decade ago. NBC's chief medical editor, Dr. Nancy Snyderman, is here with details on this. Nancy, good morning to you.
Hey, Matt.
This is a strong and dramatic turn. An elaborate fraud.
It's a damning report.
That is what they call the research of Dr. Andrew Wakefield.
Correct.
What's your response to this?
Well, this is the British Medical Journal is calling out the Lancet. They're saying that he fabricated data, that this was fraud, that he willingly changed the details about the kids he reported on, and they really do not mince their words. In the United States, this would be analogous to the Journal of the American Medical Association calling out the New England Journal of Medicine. This is very big, and this is a shock that's going to be heard around the world in the medical community.
We have sat down with Dr. Andrew Wakefield on several occasions. He has been defiant on every occasion, saying that he absolutely is being vilified here. Now he has released a new statement saying there was absolutely no fraud. In the absence of adequate data on vaccine safety, they continue to go after the man. What government and pharma fear in the UK is the exposure of the fact that the UK government indemnified the manufacturer. They don't understand why I won't just go away. There is just too much at stake, end quote.
What is at stake is his medical license, which he lost in England. He does not have a medical license in the United States, and he's lost his job in the United States. And the indemnification of a government to this pharmaceutical company is important for people to understand, because there were so many bogus lawsuits that we were on the verge in the world of not having any pharmaceutical companies making any vaccines. So the government stepped in to, frankly, save a vaccine supply line.
So real quickly, when he says in the absence of adequate data on vaccine safety, you completely disagree with that.
Two big studies, one of 530,000 kids, one with $1.8 million kids, all showing no link. And let me read to you from the British Medical Journal. They said, who perpetrated this fraud? Well, there's no doubt that it was Wakefield. Is it possible that he was wrong but not dishonest, that he was so incompetent that he was unable to fairly describe the project? No. Right. So that's from the journal. That's not editorial opinion. That's scientific opinion.
And as a result of the work of Andrew Wakefield and the publishing of his work in The Lancet, a lot of parents chose not to vaccinate their children.
And we have seen epidemics around the world. And we should say Brian Deere, a non-medical journalist who outside of traditional medicine in the UK, one dogged journalist, really stayed on the story and did what the medical establishment, pharmaceutical, government bodies decided not to do.
And yet, for some reason, Nancy, I don't think it's the end of the story. It doesn't
but you know
seem to ever.
Now we can say vaccines are safe. Get vaccinated. We have to put this behind us.
Dr. Nancy Snyderman, thanks as always.
You bet, Matt.